Jim Thompson. I work for Showdown Displays in the US.
Excellent. Now, this is your third time actually presenting for Best Customer Service. So you're probably aware that at the end of this, we're going to certify you as world class for customer service. So you're going to get a plaque, you're going to get a banner. What does that mean to your organization that you're now certified as a world-class, certified world-class customer service?
It's a real validation for all the hard work that everybody back home does every day. I mean, we're here because we had strong team members, every one of the companies here. And for them to receive that is just, a pinnacle of the fruits of all their labor to it. So it's a wonderful recognition.
To go for that, you compete in some awards. Why do you compete in these awards in the first place?
I'd say first and foremost, you get so much best practices from across the world. You'd be hard pressed to not walk away with at least one best tip. I have 24 already to it. And so it continually challenges you to get better and better and better, right. And you see what everyone does from across the world to it. That's number one. And then number two is to network with people, your peers, and then three, to showcase what it is that you do and get feedback as well.
So from an award perspective, I mean, you as an organisation do some really great stuff. But what does the award also mean to the organisation? What's the benefit to, to Showdown?
Yeah, for our company, it's also underscores the importance that we put on the customer experience. And so we can convey that to our customers, to our employees, that we're also recognized globally as best customer service.
Excellent. And when you talk about picking up ideas and networking, you can get that pretty much any event in the world that you can go to. What makes this a little bit different for you?
Concentrated juice. Okay, so other conferences, you have vendors and sales pitches. This is unique in the world, where you literally, one after another, are getting 10, 11, 12 best practices from elite people from across the world who have experience to it. There's no other place that it goes back to back like that. And so this is just a wealth of knowledge. This is why we keep coming back, and why I will continue to keep coming back.
And how hard or easy is it to compete at a global level like this?
Well, the competition is extremely good, and you think that you're doing really a fantastic job at your company, and you listen to some of these individual companies and their best practices. It makes you strengthen up and heighten your game up even that much more. While it's easy to compete because you're conveying, you're basically the ambassador of your company and presenting it, the competition is really great because it's like the old saying, iron sharpens iron. So you want to be amongst the best so that you can continue to be your best.
And this is also good for like benchmarking and making sure that you're up to delivering at the standards that everyone else is expecting from you guys.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And at this sort of level, because you're meeting people from all around the world, okay, how does that also impact, when you go back, people, surely you must get people who say to you, yeah, but we're just an American company, we don't need to worry about what's going on in the rest of the world. How do you deal with those sort of types of feedback?
Sure. More and more companies are global. And so we're an American company, but we have a global reach. And so we're in Europe, we're everywhere. And our feedback to anyone who does ask that is the customer experience knows no boundaries to it. And you want to really understand the learning cutting edges of AI, customer experiences, employee engagement, and there's no better place to do it than increase your bandwidth and your wealth of knowledge from around the world. You just can't find a better venue than this right here.
And as an organization, you probably won lots of other awards where you enter, put a submission in, you get invited to a dinner, you win or you lose, you go home. What's the difference between those sort of awards and what you're doing actually over here? Because here's a lot more work for you though.
it's a lot more work, but then there's a lot more value to it. And the other conferences that you're referring to, you submit, and there is a basically a panel reviews, and you find out whether or not, like you said, the Academy or the Oscar goes to. Here, you get feedback directly on your presentation, on your points, and it all builds up from being a regional winner, and if you advance from there, as you know, to the global. And so from each step of the way, you're getting constructive feedback on the elements and how you're presenting it, and then what you need to do possibly to hone in your game better to it. So it really is like going to school for many intents purposes.